right? Find a picture of who this person represents and start to like create notes on what this person might do, right? So, you know, in your guys' case, your case is a dog owner, right? Maybe there's a particular age group, right? There might be a certain gender. So now you're identifying what this person does on the weekend. So maybe they drive a Subaru, right? Because they need the space in the back to house their dog, right? Maybe they're an outdoorsy person, so they want something that goes off-road. So really identify not just how this person's buying from you, but everything else that they might potentially buy, because there might be synergies along the way, right? Because there's other companies out there that aren't in direct competition with you that you can exchange leads with. And so if you find those synergies, you're more likely to have a larger pool to draw leads from within a business context. All right, so detailing your plan. How much time? Oh, we are, all right, so I gotta run through this relatively quickly to get my things. Okay, so detailing your plan, there's 5 basic things that you need out of a marketing plan of some sort in order to target a potential audience. Okay, there's the actual strategy itself, details about that strategy, how you're going to implement, frequency, right? So you don't just want to try a strategy once, you want to have consistency within that strategy. So maybe it's every month or every week or, you know, once a year, whatever it is, there needs to be something for you to measure against. Cost is another thing, customer yield. So customer yield is really important because the first time you implement a strategy, you don't know what the yield's gonna be, right? You don't know how many customers are gonna come out of it. But this is gonna be a guess, but make an educated guess, so you can now start measuring yourself against that number. So let's say you go to a trade show, right? And you're like, I'm gonna get at least 100 leads out of this, right? But you end up only getting 60. Now you know you wanna aim at 100, but now you gotta beat 60 the next time you do a trade show. Does that make sense? Yeah. So measurement's really important, and detailing everything that you're doing is really important. Because in the beginning, you're gonna be trying a bunch of different things, and if you don't record that stuff, what's gonna happen is a year down the line, you may try to do something that you've already done, but because you didn't record it, now you're just gonna make that same mistake again. Okay, so this is a quick and dirty structure for putting together a particular strategy, okay? So one's for digital strategy, the other's for print, the other one's for in-person. I'm personally of the opinion that if you can't measure it, don't do it, right? Print's really hard to measure, so I would do other things before I go to print. And like I said, I can send you this stuff afterwards. All you gotta do is shoot me an email, I'll send you all this stuff.
Could you just back a sec? What are you trying to do here?
So, all right, maybe I'll just go through one. Okay, so let's pick a trade show, right? So trade show becomes your medium. Strategy description, I'm gonna set up a trade show, I'm gonna have a pull-up banner, I'm going to talk to, you know, these people, maybe there's gonna be an activity for a business card drop, right? So all that stuff of how I'm gonna acquire leads goes here. Frequency, so how often am I gonna be doing this? Is this trade show happening once a year, once every quarter? So I'll put that in there. Customer yield, we talked about that. So the first time you're not really gonna know, but you still gotta put a number here just so you understand how you're gonna start to measure yourself. And then cost. How much is this gonna cost? Is it gonna cost me $500 to set up the trade show? You know, there's transportation cost involved. There might be cost for having a second person there to man the booth, right? There's all kinds of costs, so you wanna cater to all those costs. Is that clear? And then the same thing with digital too, right? There's a few additions like time investment, lead generation. Really just figure out what works for your business, right? Whichever template works, and then just do that, right? Split test it. Any other questions before we move on? All right, keeping your customers happy. So